Hello everyone, my name is Ronan, and in this short video I'm going to show you how to build a REST application using GWT and restyGWT generator. So let me show you the application I have right now. This is just a page with a hello restyGWT in a div. Now let's move on to the backend. On the backend I have a hello object with an ID and a name and some JSON annotation to be able to serialize this object on the network. I also have a hello resource. Okay, this is a JSON resource. I have created some kind of database and I have two different URLs to get all the hellos object or only one using the ID. Let me show you in Chrome how does it work. So I'm going to try this URL, the API hellos. It should return all the objects. So it will return all the hellos object I have in my database. Now I can also query with the ID to get only one hello object. Let's move on to the client code. So what we want to do is to create a client using restyGWT to query our backend. So I'm going to create an interface. So let's create this interface. I'm going to name it hello client, and this interface will extend the REST service interface from restyGWT. In this interface I'm going to create two different methods to return all the hellos object or only one object. Of course I'm still using the path annotation from JSON. So I'm setting the path to my backend, which is API hellos. I'm going to create the first method now, which is a get method to get all the hellos objects. So it's the method will return void because it's an asynchronous method, and inside I have a method callback that will be called if my call to my backend returns. So I need to implement this method callback, and this callback will return a list of hello objects. Now I'm going to create a second method, which is still a get, but this time I will be able to pass an ID to retrieve only one hello object if I want to. So I still need to put the get annotation from JSON. Now I'm going to need to pass a string for the ID to be able to select only one hello object, for example. So my callback will only return only one object, hello object. I'm passing the ID. In the past, now I need to specify to JSON with using the JSON annotation that I'm going to use an ID in the URL. And I have to use also the JSON annotation path param to say that this parameter will be used to query the URL hello/ID. So that's what I'm coding right now, specifying the path param. Now let's move back to the main class. In this main class now, the first thing is I'm going to retrieve the root panel to retrieve the div in which I'm going to display my hello object. So I'm going to get the root panel, and with the root panel I'm going to get the div with the ID resty that I have created inside my HTML page. Now with this root panel I'm going to create a vertical panel inside to put the different hello objects I'm going to retrieve from my backend. So I'm just creating a new vertical panel inside my root panel. I'm going to assign it to a variable. Okay, let's call it vertical panel. Okay, so right now I have this vertical panel and I want to fill it with the hello objects I'm going to get back from the server. So I need to use my REST client I just specified. So I'm gonna, okay, it's not the REST client, it's the hello client. Okay, so as it's an interface, we need to create an implementation. For that, we're going to use GWT create, and this GWT create will call restyGenerator, and the restyGenerator will generate the implementation for you, so you don't have to do anything. So I'm just using the GWT create to create a client, and then I can use my client, and I'm going to use the getAll method to retrieve all the possible hellos object I have in my database. Now I need to implement the callback So if I'm on success, I will loop on my response, which will contain different hellos, and for each hello I'm going to put them inside a label, a GWT label, sorry, inside my vertical panel. That's what I'm coding right now. So I'm adding inside my vertical panel a new label which says hello plus the response, which is a hello object. So I'm just going to get the name from the hello object to display the hello plus the name of someone. Okay, and in the failure, I'm going to just throw an exception. I don't really care about this right now, but I don't like to let a method with nothing inside. So let's just throw some kind of exception. Now we miss only one thing. We need to specify. Okay, I'm missing. We need to specify the root URL for Rusty. So we're going to use the default and set the root URL. Okay, set the service root. Okay, and we use the GWT. Now I have a problem with GWT. We need to use the GWT from the client code. Okay, this one is not the right one. So I'm using the GWT static, and I get the host page URL. Okay, so now I'm just changing my import to use the client version of GWT to use in the GWT create when I create my hello client. Now let's refresh my page and see if it works. So let's see, I'm refreshing, and now we should display, yes, okay, the different hello objects. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have other questions, you can go to the restyGWT website where you can find some more information.